Between the Lanes. We are back. This is the remix version because this guy's been on the show before episode 12, pre-pandemic. Tywon Green, same face, different place. A lot has changed in these 6 years since we've last had you on the show, and we're gonna you know, update the people on what's going on and what changed about you. So I will spill the beans here and say that you did secure your second consecutive team title, Class 3A Homewood-Flossmoor. With that, can you kind of give us your reflections of this past season for the HF Vikings?
Yeah, this past season was very, very fun. We were hit with a few hiccups throughout the year, with some injuries towards the end of the season. Two of our most crucial athletes, Mariah Robinson and Kaya Collier, both went down, I think maybe a couple weeks before the state championship. But it was another great season, undefeated season again with invitationals and stuff like that. I mean, the depth that we have, we're able to spread out reps and not overwork our athletes, give them days off if we needed to. The coaching staff, I mean, they're amazing. My coaching staff is pretty dope. With Coach Stokes, Coach the Bundys, Coach Keller, Coach Ayers, Coach Baumstein, our weightlifting coach, Coach Debo, he's awesome. So he's been doing a great job with our girls throughout the whole season in the weight room, which is a crucial point that we made an emphasis of this year. And just a remarkable season. Going down to Texas and competing down there was super cool. The weather wasn't the greatest, but everything else was good. Yeah, just a great year. Great year. It was a dogfight at the end, though. Shout out to Edwardsville, because they came with all the heat and gave us everything we can handle. So,
Right. It was a very interesting state meet. Maybe we talk about that a little bit later in the show, but it's definitely one for the ages in the team race. But let's backtrack. 2023. Actually, let me take a step back here, and I'll refer to your show. I remember Tony Jones asked you a question. Hey, well, actually, the first thing you said was, "Hey, what do you guys think about that Homewood-Flossmoor boys coaching staff? That's an all-star. That's an all-star lineup."
oh yeah, I had just found out Corfus was going there.
Yeah, I remember that. And ironically, right after that, Tony Jones asked you, "Are you considering leaving DeKalb?" You mentioned, "Hey, I'm going to stay unless a sweet job opens up that's forcing me to leave, and it has to be an established program." Sounds like a 2023 HF checked those boxes, huh?
Yeah, and it all worked out too because my oldest daughter, lives in Oak Forest, and I was commuting from DeKalb back and forth to see my daughter. And then my now wife was living in Indiana, and I was commuting back and forth from Indiana. Then this job pops up, HF's hiring. I'm like, what? They just came off a runner-up, and they have one of the top teams some of the top athletes in the country in their team. Who would leave this, right? So I wasn't going to apply, but then I realized, I'm like, man, I am humping back and forth hundreds of miles a day to see either my girlfriend or now my wife or my daughter. So I told myself I'll only leave for an established program because rebuilding a program it's a lot of work, man. I mean, just looking back at our DeKalb days, just building a coaching staff and finding places to practice and getting the kids out, it took a lot. It was a lot of work. The girls definitely responded down in DeKalb. They're awesome athletes. We put a lot of them in college. Yeah, that job opened up. I applied, sat down, made my resume. I had a lot of people behind the scenes vouching for me as well. Former coaches I've coached against, ADs and stuff like that helped me get in that door. So
Yeah, that's right. Once you made that move, what was some of the initial? Let me ask you this: comparing DeKalb versus Homewood-Flossmoor, the schooling, the towns, things like that. Can you kind of give a background on what those major differences were to you. Everybody is not familiar with those two towns.
Yeah, well, DeKalb's a college town. I'm an NIU alum, so I mean it was old roots there. DeKalb's a small knit community, and you get what you get. Tons of talent down there. It's changing now, get a little more populated. I think when I left there, we were in 3A, but we only had like 1,500 kids, 1,400 kids maybe. I think they're almost at 1,900 now, so they're growing down there. But those girls were super awesome. Remember my first year, I had Savannah Long. She's the reason I actually started coaching girls track, because she came out and got me out the hallway. The coach that stepped down, she asked me to come up and coach. I didn't want to at first, but I'm like, fine, I'll do it. I applied. Then that first year, I think I had to find me a hurdles coach, that's another problem about DeKalb. It's really hard to get coaches. Whereas in HF, everybody wants to be at HF anyway, just because of the facilities and the amount of money and things they have in that community, the type of athletes they have in that community. That's the big difference between DeKalb and HF as well. HF has a breed of athletes that some of them are just blessed. Some of them just got it. But those girls in DeKalb, they work their tails off. I mean, I had them at 5:30 morning practices, weight room. Never had a complaint from one parent. The parents were awesome. They all was very supportive. We were able to turn that program around within the first 2 years, I think. I mean, we got a state champion the first year in Savannah Long. And then the next year we got our relays down there. And the next year after that, we won the 4x2, got second in the 4x1. We had the girls in shot, Maddie Overton in shot. I had Corey Mata in shot and disc. We had the hurdler, Bree Barwick plays. We had some good kids. We had Bree Bugs. Of course, you guys remember Bree Bugs. Great group of kids. I had a good run for a good 8 years there. Like even Sariyah Watson, may she rest in peace. We love her to death. She's one of my top kids coming in before I had left. So after COVID, I gave it 2 more years, and then this job opened up and I took it. And the big difference now is HF has all the resources. That has a great community backing, great administration. And I think it's just getting better and better now that we have all these pieces in place with Coach Vogel coming in from Bradley Bourbonnais. He's just really revitalized our weight room and our PE program. That's really helping us a lot on the HF side. And again, like you said, those are the major differences between HF and DeKalb, but just resources. Whereas I can go to my AD and ask him, I need this. He'll help me get some of it, then I have to fundraise the rest. Whereas in DeKalb, you have to fundraise everything. They wouldn't buy you nothing. You're gonna have to fundraise it and figure it out. So yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to. Thank God, they gas like $10 a gallon now. I can imagine that commute now.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't make that commute. I wouldn't have a choice, but that was a lot of driving back in the day. So,
obviously you've as mentioned, you've been at Flossmoor since 2023. You just completed your 4th season. How has coaching at Flossmoor changed you? Like, what's the difference between DeKalb Tywon Green and the Tywon Green we see now?
DeKalb Tywon Green was a jerk. I was mean to my kids, but I had to break the norms of the coaching staff that was there before me. Me being former military, I had to kind of go at them hard. I mean, they responded, man. The DeKalb kids just straight up responded the right way. They got used to winning and going to places and winning, competing against HF, competing against some of the top teams in the state. I completely changed their whole schedule to make it more competitive, because we're going against 2A schools down there. That don't mean nothing. You got to go against 3A. So I used to get on the phone. I called Zontavious. I called all these different coaches to get me in their meets, and they obliged, and we were able to compete against some of the best. Yeah, and then what's the second part of that question?
Comparing DeKalb, Tywon versus HF. Like, have you changed? How have you changed?
HF is more. I got to be more political. Every decision has to be thought out a little bit more because I think everyone's watching you when you're ahead of a program like HF, and you really got to be on your A game when it comes to communicating with parents and making sure your team is carrying themselves the right way and not going out here doing anything crazy. Of course, we have more kids. DeKalb, I think my most I had in 1 year was 80, right? Whereas in HF, I've averaging 130, 140 kids a season.
A lot
So
of kids, bro.
yeah, a lot of kids with only six, seven coaches. So I had to get more innovative here at HF to handle that number. I had to get more innovative on how to train the type of athletes we have here at HF. So that's the difference between HF and DeKalb. That's a big difference is the athletic ability of certain kids. DeKalb has a few, but HF has a lot. And you have to train them all differently. They all have different needs. And when I say they need you, they need you. They want you to watch every rep. They want you to watch every block set because they care about it so much. And these parents invest so much in that track and field life with AAU and all that stuff. So, like I said, it's always somebody watching you in HF to make sure you're doing what you're doing. And it's also people that don't. When you're in charge of DeKalb, you're just a little school. They think you can't never beat them, which is hard to do because we don't have the numbers like everybody else did at DeKalb. But when you get to HF, people just don't like you. So I've learned to be very cordial and respectful to people and let the girls do all the talking for us and go from there.
How does that work out with managing a roster of that many? Um, Obviously, you got that many girls. I don't know if you all practice at the same time with boys. What is that dynamic like? Working with the boys, having all those kids, space. Talk to us.
Luckily, me and the boys staff get along very well. There's no tit for tat when it comes to us. We want to win and we want to get practice done. We want to get out here healthy. Coach BB and I get along, and we talk before we practice. We talk during practice just to space, right? Space is very important, especially indoor season. Indoor season at HF, you have 180 boys, 140 girls, wrestling's out there, basketball's out there, girls basketball's out there, soccer's out there, cheer and dance all at the same time in the beginning of indoor season. So you can have over 500 to 600 kids in the field house at one time. So what I did was on Mondays and Wednesdays is short sprint race, just straightaway work, right? Nothing, no curves, no nothing. Weight room, straightaway, power work, resistance bands, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
And then the varsity group will go on Tuesdays and Thursdays. They go late at night. They go from 5:30 to 8 o'clock at night or 7:30 at night because there's no one in the field house. Everyone's at home. So that's the only time we get to go around the track. What else? Like, the boys are going 100 miles per hour. People are walking across the track to get to out of practice on the field. So you don't want your kids to get hurt. So we decided to split them up. We go at night on certain days and we go after school on certain days. Whereas in DeKalb, I didn't have to do that. I had practice in the field house. The boys had 50 kids. We had 50 kids. And we got along just fine. So that's the big difference with those two.
Are y'all allowed to wear spikes for practices?
We are now.
Okay. That's a lot of track.
You wear spikes. You just couldn't wear the spikes in the spikes, if that makes sense.
I mean, that defeats the purpose. You might as well run barefoot.
Yeah. So that was like the big change my very first year. We're able to wear spikes. And that's why we police it so hard. When you come to the ABC meet, we don't let a single kid on the field. Just you guys as coaches and media is allowed on the field. We don't let anyone inside that area or we're going to disqualify them from the meet. That's how serious it is. Yeah. So, yeah.
I don't want to miss out on those tacos, so we will comply.
Y'all like that little bar, huh?
I like a taco. What track meet? Oh, it's a track meet going on? Sure. Give me some of that guac. I need that.
I gotta be more creative. I had what we had wings one year.
No, I think I missed that year.
Yeah, that was that. No, you weren't there. No,
Yeah,
we had like
tacos work out.
we had like 700 wings one year. It was all different flavors. It was good.
Mm, that's not good for us. Somebody got to coach these kids.
Yeah, we're gonna make some changes to that meet. I'm gonna invite Arizville for sure.
Mm.
I'm gonna invite St. Lawrence.
You
And
mean additions, not changes? Come on, man.
no, I'm taking some teams out. I
I'm
mean,
about to say,
one team last year I think scored 2 points. So
hey, that might have been us. Cut it out.
no.
That might have been we grandfathered in. We grandfathered in.
Yeah,
Hey,
y'all
indoor
gonna
is
go.
not about team scoring. Come on, it's about training ground indoors. Leave us
Yeah,
alone. Stop playing
yeah,
with us.
yeah. I definitely grandfathered in. So
We can't. No, I don't think Mr. Cooper would like that. I don't think he would
no,
like that.
he finna get.
What
I think we coming out the Worrell.
you mean coming out?
I don't think we're gonna be in it.
All right, guys, that was Between the Lanes episode. Man, cut it out, bro. We'll talk about that later. We don't want to say that public because you might scare some people away.
Oh
He's the
man.
joking guy. He's a comedian on the side, in case you didn't know that.
Well, you already know they said that if HF comes to their meets, people don't want to come back anymore.
That's not true. Remember who the meat managers are. We got
No,
the
not your
receipts.
meet. It's not your meet. The other people, the other meets I want to get into, they won't let me in. So
I mean, what meats you need to get into? You got the World, you got IIC, you got the ABC, you got Huntley, the best of the best. That'll get you right. And then you host your own quad meets for like the younger kids. You good.
but the outdoor meets though, those are the things. The outdoor meets
Yeah,
are
it's too cold anyway. You'll be all right.
yeah.
Take the show on the road. You're a national team. We'll get into that later. I gotta ask the pick. We'll get into that. Real quick. And I don't know if you had anything to do with this, you and your staff. I've noticed that the feeder programs, Hart and Parker, has taken off over the last few years. Like we literally have girls graduating running 57, 58, and heck, we even got some seventh graders dropping some smoke on the AAU club scene. And I believe some of those kids have obviously entered your program. I know like a Chloe Daniels stand out, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure who else came in to get us a
Nia
good
just got
tenure.
there. Branham is coming.
Okay. Who was that crew? Who was that initial crew, if you recall, that first when you first started, 23, 24? Because I know Daniels is a sophomore. I do remember that name.
Honestly, only one kid from that. Well, Jelani, of course.
Wiley.
Wiley was on that group. She thought she was a 400 runner when she first got to HF.
Cut it out.
I kid you not. I made her do one 400-meter practice, and then she never came back. She went back over there with Bundy, where she ended up being a state champion the next year. So from that group, again, we only graduated 7 seniors this year.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them were throwers. Of course, you had Mariah, who was not in that original group. So actually, after that sprint side from that class of 26, only like 2 girls survived.
Mm.
Yeah, Paige Whalum, I think. I'm thinking of who was the other sprinter that came in with that group. Yeah, I think. Yeah, everybody else walked away.
Future definitely looked bright. Just looking at some of the state rankings, incoming versus what's in 7th and 8th grade. So we'll keep a lookout. Look like you reload again.
Yeah,
Sorry,
man. I mean,
guys.
the coaching staff at those middle schools are doing a much better job. We're getting to know them a little bit better. Still kind of a weird dynamic. But they have some dogs down there, boys and girls. And also shout out to other club teams, Legacy and Warriors and Timeless and all those guys doing a great job with those younger kids. Z's been doing it for a while. Stokes has been doing it for a while with Warriors. So they also get a lot of work there. And even some of the kids that go to Gately, I mean, they still do a great job. They don't try to burn them out, some of them. Yeah, just everyone's doing, these coaches are, I think coaching in general in track and field is much better than it was when me and you were running.
Exactly.
It's not a lot of football coaches coaching no more. It's actually track coaches coaching track athletes coaching track. So And you see it. That's what that TrackFlation comes from, right? These kids are getting good. I mean, good.
What is that TrackFlation? You brought it up. Is it coaching? Is it the spikes? Is it the weather changing? What is it? Everybody seems to have a
I
different
think it's
answer.
coaching. I think it's I think track is blowing up more than people think it is. I think it's getting
Hmm.
more popular. Even with the boys, like, what's your chances of getting a scholarship in football than basketball these days? Like 2%, if that.
Too high.
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
know what I
that's too high.
mean? Whereas in track, if you got that speed, you got it.
Hmm.
That's it. You got it. You can long jump 22 feet, and as a female, 21 feet, 20 feet, scholarship. Simple as that.
Hmm.
Whereas in basketball, you got to dribble, shoot, play defense, memorize plays. Whereas in
Right.
track, you just got to run straight, count your steps, hurdle,
That's it.
be athletic, be fast. So,
He does it.
mm-hmm.
Because I believe the 25 state year boys and girls, I was like, man, this is outrageous. I was like, we're not gonna see this next year. I mean, the 26 boy was our wrong. Like these kids are dropping heat
I
again,
just think it's going to
boys
get
and
faster
girls.
and faster. I mean, and just imagine if Illinois was able to have warm weather like Texas and all those other
Hmm.
schools, what we would do with our kids in different sports. But I honestly thought, if I was watching the state meet not too long ago again, just watching the relays and what we did
Hmm.
wrong and what we can do better for next year. I think Edwardsville, if they don't fumble that handoff, was going to probably break our 4x1 record. Go watch it.
Uh,
Go watch the prelim again. Go watch
I
it.
did watch the prelim. It's funny. I
They were
actually lost a sandwich.
flying. They were flying.
It cost me a sandwich
I think
bet.
they were going 45, my boy.
No, okay, okay, I retract that. It might be something to that. I actually saw a sectional race where they went like 46-1. I'm like, hold on. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, hold on. So it could be something to that, but hey,
And that
we'll
whole
never
group's back,
know.
right? They're all back,
Yep,
right?
I believe you. Yep. So we won't know until next year. We'll see
It's
what
going to be a
happens.
rematch because our whole group's back too.
Hey, you shouldn't be looking into next year. Come on, let this one save in. Cut it out.
Hey,
Cut it
man,
out.
you got to.
Um, it's a good team. Yeah, the more the merrier. We need more battles like that. Um, recruiting. You mentioned Jelani Wiley. Before we get into some other topics, recruiting. You had a good group of athletes signed this year. You had a group last year. I know Torian. I believe your first year ended up going to Alabama State and then eventually Auburn. What is that recruiting process like for you? Like, what assistance do you offer the kids?
Um, we pretty much help them with a lot of it. I kind of make it my goal to that be one of my top priorities for our kids. But also, I'll be realistic with them about their schools they're trying to get into, and I let them know what times they have to run to get in those type
Mm-hmm.
of schools consistently, not just one time. Um, but I get on the phone, I'll email, I'll call, I'll blow them up, I'll find them on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
Instagram. I mean, we'll go through a wall for the kids to get them in school. Um, Luckily, academically, no issues. Those girls are all honor students, so it makes recruiting much easier for me. Um, and just also the biggest battle too is getting them to help themselves. They need to go out and do it themselves. They need to go out and tag coaches in their films and send film to coaches and email coaches and really just go out there and be proactive. But I'll do it. I have emailed, like, even when Mariah came, nobody knew who Mariah was.
Mm.
Like, well, how y'all don't know who this little girl is? And she just ran this time as a sophomore. And I made phone calls, threw her numbers out there to them, and boom, she had offers from Arizona State, um, Arkansas, Florida, Minnesota. All those schools just started coming for her. Wisconsin, all those other schools came. Florida actually flew out to go see her. Like, they were like, we're not messing
Mm.
this one up. So they flew out to Chicago and Homewood to come and see her. And then, yeah, I mean, this is a huge senior class for me. I think I got 21 seniors this year.
That's a lot.
This can be probably one of the most decorated senior classes of in HF history. Honestly, they can continue to do what they've been doing the last 2 years with Willingham and Jared. I mean, look at this. I'm losing Jared. Willingham, Mullins, Childress, Collier, McCant, Mitchell. Who else is seniors over there? Karma. She's a thrower.
Lot.
She's a senior. I'm losing some hitters, but again, coaching. We got to coach them up. Janelle Robertson's going to be gone. Our other triple jumper after this year. So we're returning everyone who scored a point at state. But after this year, we lose a lot of them, if not all of them. Or we lose all of them. So except for Chloe and Audrey. Yeah.
That is a lot of kids.
Yeah.
You got to get that three-peat. There hasn't been a three-peat since, I believe, those Lincoln Way East teams. They won 4 in a row, maybe.
Yeah, was that the Leah's and them group?
Yeah, you know what? Lee only won 1 team title. That's crazy.
Her senior year, right? Remember, I was coaching boys at Lincoln Way East.
Man, it was tough, man. It was the girls was tough. So she has 1 team title.
Ain't crazy? One of the fastest girls in the history of this state. He only got 1 title.
Man, it's tough though.
Her sister got 3 or 2.
She might have 3. Yeah. They ran into that East St. Louis team, and East St. Louis was there. We Texas relays. I noticed you went this year. You mentioned it earlier. Look, man, I told you early in the year that these Vikings need to be in Arcadia. Come on. I don't know if they're going to take some double good popcorn or some car washes, something like that. But, man, that team this year, when healthy, is a national caliber team. Come on, man. You're making me look bad around here. We got to get these Vikings out of Illinois at least once. What's your dream meet to bring a team to?
Honestly, if we're good enough, pin relays would be fun. I think going against national teams, Jamaica, and different teams like that would be super, super cool. And just being in that area with those type of athletes, those national caliber athletes, I think will show us our girls that, there's some studs out here that can really run and really compete. And that's one of the reasons why we really go to Texas, to show them that, hey, you got to come with it if you want to be with the big boys. And, Lancaster, if the weather was better, I think Lancaster would have ran that 4x1, which would have helped us because they needed to get pushed. I mean, yeah, they needed to get pushed. And the only team that in Illinois that gave us that goal other than Kankakee was Edwardsville. So
obviously that came later in the year.
Yeah. So
actually, I kind of like that. I like that. That feels like the old basketball where the best teams only meet at the state tournament. And ain't none of that. We're gonna come to your event in the regular season. No, we'll see you at state. So I kind of like how that dynamic, or how it kind of worked out like that. Chicagoland versus Southern Illinois.
Yeah, we saw them first though. We saw them at the one meet at your house.
Indoor, indoors. Yeah. Every count. I'm an outdoor guy.
I might invite her to the HF invite.
I don't know, man. Some of those southern teams don't like coming up because it's too cold.
I mean, it's
especially
cold.
If it's cold.
Yeah,
it's cold.
I get it.
It's 100% cold.
Well, I think instead of going to Texas this year, we actually might go down to Belleville. So, I know he's probably going to watch this later. But Coach will be there.
Man, how you proclaiming that in July? Come on, man.
Because I'm already working on our schedule, so we got to get
Arcadia. Stop playing.
If you can convince my boss, my athletic director, to let us travel one more time, then go ahead. But I don't see it happening.
Man,
he was straightforward saying no traveling this year. So
wait a minute, is this the same? I'm not sure if this is the same athletic director as the last time HF under Johnson went to Arcadia. Is it the same person?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think they've had 2 since then.
Actually, you know what? No, I met him at the Boys State meet. Matt Like, is that right?
Yeah.
Hey, you go watch this, Mr. Like. Come on, it's me.
Oh yes, I saw. He was on your thing, right?
Come on now.
Yeah.
Right, let's move along here. You mentioned. Actually, let me touch on this real quick because you brought the young lady's name up from DeKalb, Sariyah Watson. Obviously, a tragic event You coach her and her teammate, who was also a part of this accident on Mother's Day. Can you speak on those two real quick and kind of your background with them and that
I've
whole situation?
I've known Heaven and Sariyah since they were like in third grade, fourth grade, whatever. Watch her grow up. Really close with her parents. Heaven's mom has been awesome. The years I've known her, Antonio and Saray will give the world to Sariyah, so they're awesome parents. It's just, I know, I to this day I think if we didn't have COVID in 2020, I think we would have brought home DeKalb's first trophy. No one was beating HF, I don't think, that year, because they were just loaded in every single area. But I think we could have got second or third with that team we had that year with Sariyah and Heaven, Kyra Ozier, Bree Barwick, Sydney Dumas. We were pretty darn good. And the last meet we had, I think, were you there at the Pabrazzo West one?
I was maybe, I don't know. That's so long ago.
That was at 4x4 when we had the Hawk down Lombard West.
I might have. I don't know. I have to check the interview list.
Yeah, because KK started it. Caitlin Hart was on it. But
I'm about to look that up.
But yeah, those two girls, that one hit home hard for me. That was a rough few weeks for me, dealing with those two losing their lives that way. Senseless, drunk driver, wrong way drunk driver on Mother's Day out of all the days. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's crazy.
And so, Sariyah was her mom's only child, so that's even worse. And she was my coworker. I've known her for years, and it was rough. Let's just say that. That's all I can really say. It was rough. Still is rough. I still think about it all the time. When you said sending you those pictures today, and I looked up, and boom, the last time we were at state meet, I sent them to you. Sariyah was in there, and Heaven was in there, actually biting the medal. They had gotten a 4x4 and a 4x1 that day. So, yeah, that was rough.
That's the piece of those two young ladies. Definitely was tragic.
Mm-hmm.
Tragic as album. Oh, Coach of the Year. I see you won 2026 version. Congratulations on that, USA. With USTFCCA. Is this your second one or is your first one from this organization?
It's my first one. I think maybe it was I was a candidate last year, but U-High's coach beat me out.
Yeah. And you beat him at Stanford. That's another story. Okay. All right, let's get into it. As I mentioned, back-to-back state championships. Oh, your rings. I don't know if y'all get rings that quick. What those rings looking like? I think you may have sent it to me.
It looks good.
You're supposed to share those rings.
I don't want the girls to see them. I want the girls to be surprised.
Oh, that's a good point. There's the back-to-back title team right there, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, speaking of which, them shirts got made mighty quick, huh? It sounds like somebody out here making predictions. What's up with that?
It wasn't me. I know that for sure.
hey, as you said,
I know better to do that.
Hey, I don't see that too often in high school. And as you mentioned, you possibly was one bobble away from sending those shirts over to Ghana.
Them shirts would have had to get burned. I don't want nobody to ever see them. But no, our AD, he has confidence in his staff, and he had confidence in us and the girls. So, but just again, it's so crazy because you score 76 points at the state meet. You are assumed to win the state meet. Like, there's not many teams going tit for tat like we just did with Edwardsville like that at the state meet, where every single point mattered. Every mistake mattered, and we made mistakes. They made mistakes, and look. Just think about it. The very last throw of the discus.
I was there.
You know what I'm saying? Like that is so.
What?
Like cutthroat. I mean, the exact same distance and discus. Have you ever seen it? No, it doesn't happen. But it is. That's shout out. I mean, it was competitive. It was a dogfight in every aspect. Yeah, I mean, but The one ring's right here from last year.
Oh,
It still sits there, but
there it is.
and I know I collect all the relay batons and I get them framed and I get them engraved with their
Wait, are
names.
those from the state meet?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they took those back regardless of who, if you won or not. I thought
No,
they
they
took them
give
back.
they give you this and they give you the bullets from the
Yeah,
start of
I
it.
definitely seen the bullet.
Yeah,
Oh
and this is
wow.
the one when we broke it, the 4x1 one.
Mm.
No,
I just say step their game up, huh? They giving away batons.
I think
Usually
they
the
always
bag
have.
lady.
They always have.
Nah, I see that bag lady right there with that. Drop that baton in there. Stop it.
I have the baton from the 2018 group.
We gotta watch you, baton. You gotta watch you, HF girls. Y'all over there being kleptos.
No, the
I
DeKalb girls got them in their little case. They first state championship. They got it.
never won a relay, so I guess I can't speak. So you say it happened, and we move on.
Yep.
So as I mentioned, you've been involved with IHSA. You've won at the highest level of this state. But I don't think everything is roses when it comes to how this state series or this season is ran for girls track and field or track and field in general. So if you could see some changes with the current setup, what would you do? What would you change?
It has to be like our sectional was freezing. Like
Mm.
it has to be something they can do or give us a makeup day. Because I think it was what 35 degrees, 45
Sounds about
degrees
right.
at sectionals. Even conference was really cold. And then like, okay, the other meets, I don't really care, but the conference sectional state meets, the weather should always be a factor.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're a sprinting coach, if you're a coach of a sport that predominantly is done in the summer, running your girls in 40-degree weather is bad. And as you've noticed, we've had a lot of hamstring issues throughout the state,
Mm-hmm.
people getting hurt throughout the state. The sand is cold and hard when they're jumping. And you look at those officials, they're like, we're not postponing this meet. We're not, even though the next day it looks like it's going to be 75 degrees. The very next day
Mm-hmm.
now. And so now we're at a disadvantage on time. And so we run this on this day, but then the other sectional in Hoffman and State runs on Friday, and it's 78 degrees, and their seed times are much better than ours. But we adjust. I mean, I would like to see that be an issue. Use the makeup day if you have it. You know what I mean? Like, I know officials are hard to get. I get it. But
Yep.
running in the cold, it just sucks. That's the one thing I probably never like about Illinois track and field. Um, I dabble with the thought process, like talking to you guys about the point system with the relays. You know, those would be game changers. People load their relays up more. They push it
Mm-hmm.
up to like a 15 or 20-point swing. That would make relays a dogfight. I mean,
I think I would like that
yeah, I think
because
I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. Who else does it? Texas does it, right?
I mean, remember you've had a 400-meter champion in your camp. You've had 200-meter contenders. I would assume you pulling them out those races to load those relays to get double the points. I assume. I could be wrong.
Hopefully, I don't have to. You know, hopefully we coach our girls up and have enough depth to. We had 145 girls come out now. We better
Mm-hmm.
have enough depth to put relays together without taking those girls at their individual events. But the thing about HF is the relays are fun, but most of those girls don't want to be in it. They want
What?
their own glory. They want their own, you know, they want their own stuff.
I mean, they can do that in college, but it's about the team. Sorry. I mean,
Well,
relays, it's 2 extra spots. So,
we try our best to give them all opportunities to run opens. But when it comes to conference sectional state, we load up to win.
mm-hmm.
We don't load up to win meets. We load up to win conference sectional state. So meets, we put everybody in everything. Like London Jarrett does everything. She hurdles, she jumps, she we got to spread her around,
Yep.
and you only got 4 events, and she can do 6 of them. So,
Mm.
um, yeah, I think it should be a week longer too. But we've been blessed the last couple of years some good weather at state, so I'm not gonna complain.
I will. I
Yeah,
like that idea. I,
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that the COVID year state meet that was into June. People hated it, but I loved it.
Yeah, but
I
also
like
they
that.
hated it because it was delayed 10 hours.
Hey, it happens. Weather happens. I
Yeah.
think that's something they didn't plan for with the schedule. I know, and again, I know there's some ideas out here floating about a new schedule where it can be weather protected. Hey, if stuff hits the fan, it moves to the traditional schedule. But
Mm-hmm.
like I'm a big believer that the biggest class, with supposedly the best athletes, need the most rest, but they get the least amount of rest. Like
Yep.
y'all me go to 6:30. You got to sacrifice dinner for the four
And
by
I
four.
think that's why they do it. I think they do that because we have the bigger class. We have the more bodies. So they're seeing like, well, you better use your other alternates. Some people use their alternates
Mm-hmm.
on prelims and they can get away with it. But like us, I can't put an alternate in the 4x1.
No,
You know what I mean?
no,
There's no alternate
wouldn't
for the
mess
4 by
with it.
one
No,
I won't
not
even
doing
touch
it.
it. I'm not doing that. We thought about it.
Not doing it.
We thought about taking Mariah out 1 year and let her come in the finals. We thought about it this year. Um, but like the timing and the handoffs are so bang bang,
Mm-hmm.
you really can't mess with it. 4x2 you can get away with it. 4x4 you can
Yeah.
get away with it, which I did this year. I made some subs in both of those relays for the finals. But um, yeah, I do agree with you that we should go down on Thursday, do our prelims, give us Friday off, and let us run on Saturday. That would be huge. I mean,
What?
you
What?
talking about seeing some fresh legs, some fresh times. But that means we will have to miss an extra day of school, which they won't like,
Who is? Hey, look, student athlete. Come on, you got to come on now.
because we'll have to leave on Wednesday, right? So you have to be down there on Wednesday.
So actually, the proposal is that 3A would go on Friday morning in the current 2A slot, and then the meet's over. That's the current, and then you rotate it annually, and it needs to be a rotation. So that's the current. Well, the rotation is not in the current proposal, but having 3A compete Friday morning, 8 a.m., 9 a.m., whatever, and then having the rest of the day. That's the current proposal. So nothing would change if that passed, unless
Also,
it's a rotation.
so two-way will go after us
2A would go Thursday after
Thursday.
1A.
Got it.
Yes. And I'm like, we have Thursday night sectionals and Thursday night meets anyway. So why are we trying to start at 8 a.m. just to avoid the nighttime? Like, what are
Yeah.
we doing? We have Thursday night meets throughout the whole year. So it's very interesting. One or two classes. I mean, two or three classes. What's your preference? You in a big class regardless, so I guess it really don't matter.
Actually, I think it should be 4, but
Man, what? All right, guys, that was the 18th episode of Between the Lines. Four classes? Like, you must be a good water drinker. You love watered down. Cut it out,
I
man.
just think. I mean, I coach at a smaller school, so I feel Coach Lowe him can keep what 15 kids over the limit to be in 2A.
Something like that. Well, they under now. I believe
Yeah,
they destined for 2A.
yeah, like not so like you guys. I gotta stay come up 3A now,
That's correct. We move up.
and that's not gonna be great at all.
It happens. We know what history says.
Yeah,
We know.
I,
I mean, our schedule's 3A. But my thing is, I'm a two-class system guy. If the final decision was mine, we going to two classes. Number one, I feel like number
it's
one.
because we grew up on it. That's all we know.
No, I see that. I see that. My thing is, we coddle kids too much, and this is going to happen once they graduate high school and go into the real world. They all coddle. I don't like this. Everybody gets a medal, trophy. I just don't like it
Yeah,
because when you go to college, it's not like that. When you go in the workplace, it's not like that.
and it's
So let's
hard.
start in high school.
It's hard to coach them up when they think like that too. They think they supposed to have it all, and that's not
Yeah.
how life works.
I mean,
So
it's about the coaching. Like, I know you mentioned you have 130 girls on your roster, but guess what? Only 28 going to the sectional. Like, all 130 is not towing the line of the cross country meet. You get 7. So I get you have more to choose from, but if you got a dodo coaching them up, then what do you have? You have nothing.
yeah,
Like, as you know, we've seen, a team, one person win a trophy, second, third team. It happens. So you got 130 kids, but I just got Cole Henderson, so I'm gonna go ahead and win this second place
mhm.
trophy. I'm gonna take that from you. So I think it's more so coaching and culture and all that versus who got the most kids. Because you can just sit there and complain, or you can rise to the occasion like Morrison. They came to these indoor meets at Gately, and the man said to himself, "Hey, I thought I was good until this dude dropped this 21-2 on my head. I'm humble." And I don't know if that has any correlation to him running the fastest time in the state this year, 20.9 at the state meet, a 1A kid. At the fastest time this year at the state meet, 20 point. I wouldn't have guessed that. But I did. And now he's going to Northern Iowa. I think it's going to be a beast. So,
yeah.
but 4 classes, that's watered down, bro. I
The
don't.
2A system was brutal though. Like, I mean, it was good because, again, now for real though, in the 2-class system, 35 points will want you to meet.
Oh, yeah.
50 points is not even going to happen no more. 70 points may not happen. I mean, you get certain teams like those old Cahokia teams that just beat the crap out of people. But it'll be a lot harder to place for sure. Because now you have the top cross country girls going against our top cross country girls. The best one in the state was in 1A, right?
Yeah,
Or
maybe
2A.
I don't know.
Yeah, but
We have Keller,
the little
Tywon.
small.
They out there. It's mixed up cross country, and I hate seeing that.
That would break up a lot of points right there alone. Now, I don't think anyone's going to beat Kara Glenn this year, but we'll see.
Oh, yeah, she's good. She's coming back next year. I just think that I'm a big matchup guy. As a fan of the sport, I feel like we're robbed of certain matchups. Like when you see the Sade Crawford from back in the day, or the Bolden in 2A, or the one girl from Danville that was in 2A. With,
Amia Wilson?
No. From this past year, she won the 100. She won the 200. Esther. Sorry.
Esther, yeah.
Dude, I would love to see her mix it up with the 3A girls and see what would have happened. But I just feel
she would have won it still.
She
had the fastest time of the day, didn't she?
Yes.
I think it's 23.8, right?
I'm trying to see why am I drawing a blank on who won 3A? Who won 3A girls?
Raglan?
No, Raglan would have won that race. Sorry.
Go look at the times.
The time doesn't matter. The time doesn't matter.
You just lucky Mariah was hurt.
The wind conditions changed. What do you mean we lucky she got hurt? What does that mean?
She would have won that 200, dude.
Nah, I don't think so. That's my personal opinion. Sorry, HF faithful. I love y'all, and I'm a big fan of Robinson. She knows that I'm a fan. But Raglan was rolling the whole year.
Indoor she was rolling.
I mean, that's the only matchup we got indoors, and she rolled head to head. She rolled. I'm not sure what to do with that.
Go look at the races. I'm telling you.
We look at the races.
They only ran 60.
That's right.
And
that's all we got. And we get split from the
100-meter runners. She need get that extra 40 meters. She was gaining ground on Raglan and everything.
Guess what? The
Raglan has a better block start. I'll give her that. Her block start's better.
The world will never know until next year.
They will know. They'll see them in college
next year. Yep, South Florida and Florida, right there.
Right there. They're gonna go ahead and
renewed. Yeah. But hey, the world will never know. But trust me, I wish she was there. We would probably been a race of the ages, and that record would have been gone.
I agree. I agree.
Now we have to wait. Because I definitely want to see some Alex Anderson records fall. I think the 400 is going to be safe for ages. 200 may go.
Yeah, I just don't see a 52 coming from. No. I don't see it. I don't know who can do it, but woo, baby, that's fast.
Very fast. We need a transfer from Bullets to come in and knock
something like that. We need somebody to come from somewhere else to beat that record.
Right. I mentioned you won Coach of the Year awards, obviously back-to-back titles, state record. I forgot to mention that you did achieve the state record in the 4x1 in 2025, 45.X, which is obviously uncharted territory here in Illinois. I think I lost a sandwich bet to you too about that too.
Yes, you did.
But, that's uncharted territory.
I told you in Carson. I told you. Y'all didn't know. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. All right.
I mean, the thing is, you just don't see stuff like that. It's like, this dude out his mind. He eating too much of that hotel breakfast in Charleston. You need to stop.
Oh, no. I'm in the dorms, baby.
With that dorm bread, it's even worse. But, right. So, yeah, you've achieved those things. Like I said, coached multiple state champions. What's left on your coaching bucket list? What's left?
Just keep coaching. I think I've reached some of my dreams that I wanted to do the last couple of years with this group. now it's just continue to build a solid program. That's my bucket list. Just keep that ball rolling. Continue to be a threat every year to be on the podium. Continue to have a great coaching staff. I don't never want to lose my coaching staff because they're amazing. And just continue to build a solid program. Respectable. And it's always going to be something, right? If another athlete transfers to HF, they're going to say, well, he only won because of that kid transferred there. Well, she didn't touch the track this year and we still won. So, and yeah, and then just continue to be a better coach. There's so much knowledge out there to learn. I'm never afraid to ask other coaches for advice. I've talked to you about athletes and what to do in certain things, and you give me advice back. Other coaches from different programs give me advice back. And just continue to be a coach. I mean, hopefully get in the Hall of Fame one day and continue to grow and put kids in college is always on my bucket list for free. Free nowadays. These schools cost. I think I was looking at Vanderbilt. I think Vanderbilt was like $96,000, something like that.
I'm about to ask Ray, our contributor. He went to Vandy.
Yeah, it was something crazy.
Private school. It sounds like that. It could be true. It could be true. With winning comes more attention and more eyes. Have more coaches or reached out to you for like mentorship opportunities or to pick your brain and things like that?
Yeah, absolutely. Again, I don't know everything, and I have my philosophies of what I believe in, and may not work for other people. Like even like weightlifting. Like I am a big weightlifting guy. Like I think it is essential to sprinting. Whereas some people feed the cats and other people they don't like to lift. So our girls lift all the way up to the conference week, twice a week, all the way up to conference, and they lift in class for PE. It's been proven the last couple of years. I mean, we had a few nicks and bruises, but we've been healthy. Even with shin splints and stuff like that, we've been healthy. We have not had a lot of those issues because these girls were strong. Mariah's injury wasn't even sprint related. It was her quad. Like we could even figure out how she hurt the quad. But rest. She just needed some rest, and now she's in Florida doing her thing. Kaya, she got hurt jumping in the pit. I mean, a pit that was unleveled.
Don't get me started on unleveled pits now.
It was unleveled. It was too low, and uneven with the sand, and she got hurt. Which was going to be bad because that was going to be one hell of a hurdle race. Where her, Bronson, Jordan, and Diamond was going to be fun. So I think her PR is 13.8.
Yeah, Texas relays.
Yep. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's just continue to build a legacy with my name and represent my family and myself and my school the right way.
Yeah, we're gonna get those pits fixed. I heard HF is on the list to get a facility upgrade outdoors.
Summer 2027. That's the rumor.
Get it done.
We need it too. We need the upgrade. It's brutal.
I ain't trying to be funny, but y'all track all ashy and y'all got the little 20-meter zones on. Come on. 30-meter zones, make it reversible.
Yeah.
We good to go. Put those 400-meter lanes out there too.
We gotta win a couple more championships. Maybe they give us all that.
Man, cut it out, dude. It comes with the package. I had a track restripe 3 years ago. It's nothing additional. We need those lines.
Next in line. They redid the tennis courts and all that stuff this summer. I think the whole football field and the track will be redone next summer. I think it's all over 20 years old now, 10, 20 years old now.
Yeah, it's up there. I remember my first time going to HF in 2010. I was like, oh, man, what is this place? I think that's when they got done, actually. That was my first time going. Yeah, but yeah, it's time for an upgrade. That track is
I mean, that's 16 years, 17 years ago.
Just make sure it's reversible on the back stretch for the dashes and the 200, and I'm good.
You already know.
Especially if you got all these goon athletes and get a win gauge. But anyway, that's not my show. This is your show. Let me stop.
I can get a win gauge. That's not a problem.
Yeah, we need that. We need that. If a college called you tomorrow and say, "Hey, this job is yours," which college would you want that to be? And again, I'm not trying to push you out the high school ranks. This is a hypothetical here.
I would actually prefer to be a recruiter and not
A
actually
recruiter where?
like coach like I'll go. Let me go look at the kids run and compete, and I'll make recommendations back to the head coach.
Mm.
But, I don't know.
That's what I would do. I would like to recruit.
Yeah.
I don't want to be traveling and stuff like that.
Now, am I going there as an assistant to learn from one of the GOATs, or am I going there as a head coach?
Man, a head coach. It's a hypothetical, man. What school? What you think?
Well,
You pick any school, any college you want.
Georgia has the best facilities I've ever seen.
Yeah, that is sick.
It's ridiculous. Florida's beautiful. I would actually do Champaign. Believe it or
I mean, you
not.
get one choice, man. Come on.
Hey,
You trying to
you
make
didn't
it.
say that.
I know these coaches recruiting your athletes. Come on, you can't try to please them all. Don't
They
play with
not
them.
though. They not though.
But
Actually,
they
if
could
I had
be.
to
They
pick,
could be.
I would. It would be Georgia. Georgia.
Georgia.
Yep.
Yeah, Georgia's nice.
Yeah.
If
They
you could
hiring
co-op,
too. I think they hiring.
oh, they are what they hiring for.
I think because the one lady left, the sprint coach left. She went to Oklahoma.
Everybody leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Vanderbilt is $73,000, by the way.
Oh, gee, that's
That's
still
a lot of money. Yeah, it is. It's a lot of money.
Yeah,
I definitely need a full coach. Coach, I need a full.
I would even give you a whole bunch of fools for track, knowing them.
They might. Like, no, she did lacrosse. The Zwati Brown girl. She did lacrosse from Neuqua Valley.
Is that where she's at, Bandy?
Yeah, she's at Vanderbilt. Yep, no track, lacrosse.
That had to be a tough decision to make for that kid.
She was Team USA for lacrosse. That was easy.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That was easy. Easy does it. If you can co-op with any school in the state, who you picking? Even though you don't, and you will be in class 10A, just so you know.
I can co-op with any school in the state. See, I wouldn't pick all the good ones. I want to go against them. So,
but will they want to go against you?
I would honestly. I'll stay right in the backyard. Give me the Rich Township kids. I'll be fine.
Rich Township.
They got any? Yeah, give me them. We'll be fine.
Yeah, they got good facilities. Yeah, Rich Township.
Facilities. They got a little bit more money. Come on.
Rich Township. And they got black jerseys, something HF doesn't have.
And never will.
What you mean? I think every team needs a black jersey. Every team.
Not gonna happen.
Every team has to have a black on black. That's just me.
You emailed the board of our school board and ask her. Ask the president.
What? Oh, that's a school board issue.
Yeah, that goes all the way over the top of the head. That's.
I got questions, but I don't think I'm going to ask them on this stuff.
We'll log off on this one.
I'm confused.
No sport has a black jersey. You ever noticed that?
That makes no sense.
Not one HF sports team has a black jersey.
Not my money. We move on. Let me ask you this real quick. After a long season, what do you do to unwind, to take a break? What does that look like?
Well, this is the first year I'm not coaching football. Usually I would be at football, literally right now, actually, if it wasn't so hot. So there's no unwinding. It was turn your brain on to go watch film on huddle and get ready to coach your running backs up and get ready for the season. But now I get to sleep in a little bit, hang with my kids, my wife. I've been going back to golfing again, so I'm liking that. Going back to get into golf.
Mini golf?
You wish.
You golf, cut it out.
Yep, I golf. I'm learning. It's a frustrating sport to learn, but it's fun to learn. If that makes sense. Yeah. Barbecue. I like the queue and the grill. Get the grill.
Well, we don't know if that food's any good. You post all these photos, but I haven't met anybody who said Coach Green gave me a plate and it was fire. We don't even know if you cooked that stuff. That's just me talking.
1 year, I made turkey legs for the O lineman. I injected them with like jerk and all. I smoked them for like 6 hours, right? And I gave them to my O lineman and the coaching staff, and they've been asking me to make them back ever since. So just ask some of the HF football players; they'll tell you.
I mean that's called home cooking. You talking about asking HF? We need somebody not affiliated. You know, HF and Hunley, and Kankakee, y'all the kings and queens of home cooking. We like to throw that word around.
Oh man, look.
Man.
When I finish this move, I'm gonna have to call you over, and I'll let the grill up for y'all, all y'all.
That's right. Oh yeah, you are a girl dad times two. I believe you did have a second daughter during that transition between DeKalb and HF, correct?
Yeah,
Okay.
my daughter turned 2 actually yesterday.
Okay. Yes.
She was
That's
there.
another
She
thing.
was so ironically, right? So my first daughter was born when the Cubs won the World Series,
Mm.
like a month before they won the World Series. So she's a special in my heart because I'm a diehard Cub fan. And
Good boy.
then my first state championship, Harper was born. So, yeah, my daughters are rock stars. So
We need the Bears to win one. Shoot. Time for me to have another one. Just like get the Bears. No, that's not gonna happen.
no more kids, dog.
No. A movie's coming out starring Tywon Green. Who's playing you? About you, excuse me, not starring you, but about you. Who's playing your role?
Kevin Hart. There you go.
Kevin Hart. We already had a Kevin Hart.
Who picked Kevin Hart?
Phil Wallace.
Come on, Phil. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Yeah, see, I'm thinking more of like an Ice Cube or a Faison Love type.
No, give me that's the dude from Everybody Hates Chris.
I have no idea what that kid name is. I know you're talking about. I have no idea what that kid name is.
Yeah.
None whatsoever. America 250 was a couple weeks ago, 4th of July. Mount Rushmore. I believe we asked you this in your original show. We'll see if anything's changed. Who's on your Mount Rushmore of Illinois? No HF, no DeKalb.
Well, of course, my high school coach, Ken Helberg. I mean, he's one of my mentors to this day, so he's on mine. Nino,
Hmm.
because even to this day, when I see him, he gives me knowledge. He talks to me, tells me to continue to up the good work, and really motivates me to continue to coach. I love the East St. Louis staff. They're all legit great people. Boatwright is on my list only because he's been in my circle since I was a high school kid. So, and to this day, he'll call me, give me some advice. I'll pick his brain on something. That's my guy. This next one's hard. You know what? I met Calhoun for the first time last summer at the meet. I'm gonna try my best to get to know him a little bit better. But for my last spot, only because I worked under him for 2 years, and it's gonna be weird to you, Coach Newton.
Joe Newton.
Hey,
Wait, when did you work with? When was you at York?
I was with York for 2 years.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. That dude knows everything. I don't care what it is. He knew everything, man. And he was so real in how he talked to you and stuff. It's amazing. I mean, yeah, that's my round. That's my round. It's not a bad group, by the way.
Nah. Who you got for athletes
Of all time that I've seen with my
all
own
time?
eyes.
Yes, and you may not have seen them, but
I'm only going with the ones I've seen because
it's your list.
Yeah.
You got to carve those faces in the mountain.
LaJarvia Brown.
Ooh, that's a good one.
She
I would have never guessed that one.
I was there when she brought 2 trophies to
Alton, yeah.
by herself. So
I saw that 42-foot jump too.
yeah,
Man, she is
I watched that girl compete that week. I was like, jeez.
man, she is a beast. Yes.
I'm gonna try to touch every event. That was jumps, hurdles, Annalise Torian. I mean,
hey, it don't count. She went to HF. Cut it out.
Fine, I'll take her out. Well, I didn't coach her all 3 years though.
That's true. Okay.
So she was kicking butt before I even got there. So,
but I did say no HF athletes, but you
all right,
get a
fine,
semi
take her
pass.
off. I'll take her off.
She could be your 5th head.
What's my girl from Whitney Young?
Bullock.
No, the other one.
Ooh. Amira Young.
Yes, her. Yeah.
Yeah, she went back to back in 2 events twice.
Yeah. She ran the 4x4.
Yes, and they won it.
Yes. After she ran the 200. Like, come on now.
And they didn't get a trophy either.
Yeah.
Like, dang.
Yeah, she was different. I'm gonna throw. This is gonna be all for you too. Jasmine from Thornwood, the thrower.
Jasmine Mitchell.
Jasmine Mitchell. Yeah.
Yeah, went to Ole Miss. No, she was good.
I mean, every year, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I went out and got Bundy on my staff. Because that year, when he won the trophy for Thornwood, they knocked us down to 4th place. Yeah. We missed the trophy that year, 18, because Jasmine and her teammates went 1-2, 1-2 in every throw.
Yeah, but they had a hurdler. I remember that.
And they had a hurdler, yeah.
They had a hurdler.
Mm-hmm. I got one more, right? I get one more?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. The last couple of years, I thought I'd seen it all, but between Caitlin Hart and Allie IHSA and this Kara Glenn girl, I don't know. And Mia, I don't know.
Yeah, Cara Glenn is. I mean, she still got some. She got another year left. She got 2 years left. What am I saying?
Remember, she ran 450. What? 54, 53.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, watching Caitlin Hart do what she did. Phenomenal, just amazing. But Allie IHSA can do 200, a 400, 800, a mile, and a 2 mile. And I don't think anyone can beat her at it.
This is your list, but I think when she ran as the defending champion, she didn't get out the prelim in the mile the following year because she did that 8-4 mile triple.
Oh,
that probably was insanity. She did the 8 to 4, and she didn't get out the prelims in the mile. I don't know what's up with that, but Cara Glenn got out in all 4.
I don't even know how she did that.
I got
watching this to that day. I'm like, I don't want to give her the Mount Rushmore yet until she graduates.
Yeah, because that's insane.
Yeah,
like I think
if she does that again, holy crap!
You can't turn back because I don't know if it was for a trophy or because she wanted to do it, but they did all that and they don't got a trophy. But why do that as a sophomore? And the assumption is, as a junior, senior, you'll be stronger and better. So I'd argue she's going to do that quad the next 2 years. That's just me. Like, why not?
And she ran that 3,200 by herself.
Yeah, from the slow heat. That's insane. That's insane, though.
If she can do that 2 more years, she'll probably be the best distance runner I've ever seen in my life in Illinois. But right now, it's between that last spot is a tie between Hart and Allie.
Yeah, Hart and yeah, it's tough, dude. She won the mile, 8, and the 4. That is crazy.
And she did not win it. She broke records doing it. So
yeah, state record in both, in the 8 and the mile.
You think that 800 record is safe with this
character? That record's gone. If Cara Glenn is healthy and fresh, like I don't see the 3,200 was the first race Saturday, and it did not affect her 800.
No,
she still put out a 207 or whatever she ran. Like, what would she do without that 3,200 on her legs? And I think most of those girls the 4x8. She didn't run the 400. That's what she ran, the 4x8. I
The
couldn't think
4x8.
of it.
Yeah, the 4x8.
Yeah, that's sick, dude. 2-mile 4x8 mile. What am I missing? 800. That's sick.
800. Yeah.
Ooh,
Different. Just different.
that's some class 1A stuff. You know,
Mm-hmm.
10 years ago, you'd be like, no, why would you do that to a kid? And then Caitlin Hart did the triple, and people went nuts. Now this girl just did a quad. Wow. Hey, TrackFlation, huh?
Whew.
So, we can't do that on the sprint side. Let me see. 1, 2, 4.
4x4.
I'm talking like an open race. 1, 2, 4.
Well,
Not that would
it
work.
would
The
probably be
300
like
hurdles.
a 1, 2, 300 hurdle, maybe.
So that's insane. Only Shamir Little's pulled that off that I've seen.
Yeah.
She
I
won a
think they tried to
300
do it
hurdles.
1 year with Anna, and Anna didn't make it in the 200, right?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. But never mind. I'm not going to. Yeah.
Hey, you leave that alone.
Yep. Yep. I'm with
I
you on
might,
that.
because I might have them people on the show coming up. We'll see what happens. And we'll get you out here. Get you out of here on this. You got a few years left. Again, I'm not pushing you to retirement or anything to that nature, but when it all comes to an end and you hang up the whistle and stopwatch, I don't know why you would have a stopwatch in the FAT era. What would coaching success have
You
looked
still
like?
need the stopwatch, dog.
Now I use my
Everybody,
phone.
and half the
Come on,
time
catch
they
up.
don't even give us the splits or nothing. So no.
Right. We need to fix that too.
Yeah, we should.
HF need a split.
I would love not to have to hold the stopwatch though. Honestly,
Yeah. Y'all need a jumbotron. I forgot to put that in y'all new stadium. Put that on your bucket list
I
for the
wish.
AD. I mean, it's good for both sports, football and track. It benefits both, soccer, lacrosse, whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah, what would success have looked like once Tywon Green hangs it up?
Um, it's not going to be the trophies. I'll tell you that. That I successfully helped impact and change a kid's life for the better. Honestly, um, when you're around these kids so much, especially female athletes, um, the trust factor comes in, and they trust you with things, and they trust you with helping them get to a different level, helping them stay healthy. Hell, they trust you with gossip now. They trust you with, like that one. I was watching something on Instagram. That one coach was like, all the different uniforms he has on in one day: therapist, doctor, athletic trainer, teacher, uh, political advisor. It was something like that. And I just think legacy is something that people still talk about, not just you talking about it. When I still have my former athletes call me up and give me love and grace. Hell, when I left DeKalb, when I posted it on DeKalb, I think I had people crying. They were not happy about me leaving, and that's, to me, the legacy I kind of want to have. I kind of want to have a positive impact on people's lives. I know everybody's not going to have it. I can be a jerk sometimes, and people not ever forgive me about it, but being able to be there for kids is that legacy I want. So, yeah.
There you have it, folks. The Tywon Green remix, Between
Hey,
the Lanes.
I didn't have to do a whole story this time.
Now, go back and watch episode 12. Same face.
Hey, let them know that when I didn't look my coach in the eyes, I got benched from out of the state meet.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I thought I was too good to be true. And he's like, all right, let me show you something, big dog.
All right. You got it. All right, Coach. Thanks.
All right, brother.